but I'm Mark Anderson. I'll say very brief words here. I'm with American Free Press, the weekly newspaper in the U.S. We're really being aggressive these days, getting more retail markets, getting our newspaper to the more average Joe, if you will. We're not just speaking to the choir. This is happening in Texas, Michigan, Indiana, lots more coin boxes, lots more newsstands. We need to get rid of their paper and get more of my paper.
Hey, I'll go for that.
Briefly, one of the things we'll have to think about in the future is what to do once that thing is ended, once the Fed is ended. We can start thinking about it a little now because it shows confidence. We're confident enough to think beyond the Fed. Let's hear it for that.
Yeah!
And I think that's important. Why do we print bonds and give them to the Fed in exchange for our money when we could just print our own money constitutionally? What are we doing? Thomas Edison and Henry Ford understood that and talked about it years ago when they were building dams and different public works. We can print our own money without the Fed. We don't need to give them our bonds. Well, what about that?
Yeah, that'll work!
I've had enough of this money rule. These are our conquerors. When you want to know who your president is your president really Barack Obama? Who's your president?
Ben Bernanke. Trilateral Commission.
Ben Bernanke.
Ben Bernanke is your president for all intents and purposes because they own the government and therefore they own us through the government. So a lot of people have to understand our real conquerors, our real rulers are these people, the Fed. And our government is under their thumb, therefore we're under the government's thumb. It's like a three-layer sandwich, and we're on the bottom, and it doesn't feel very good, does it?
No!
So let's get rid of this dominant submission thing, and get rid of the Fed, not just audit it, but also end it, bring forth constitutional debt-free money, and live happily ever after.
Amen!
All right. Read AmericanFreePress.net or RepublicBroadcasting.org for information. Lots of other good sources out there. Republic Magazine is growing. Let's get an alternative media. Let's put the dominant corporate media right where the Fed is. Let's get rid of them too. At least put them aside and replace them with a much better news media, much better information, and then they'll never have their hegemony over us again. Let's make sure it happens.
All right!
Hey, thank you very much.